What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BManX45, and we're coming at you with another video. We have some hobby news for Star Wars Legion. We have some news transmissions on the AMG page, starting with, and most importantly, the Ministravaganza 2025 preview of new expansions coming to Legion, their new roadmap for the future. And we also have things like Legion rules and points updates, which we'll go over in a rules and errata video, as well as the card update from Ministravaganza. That we might go over in our points update, or just kind of completely do in a separate video. But we got lots to talk about, and we never did a video on the addressing out of stock for Star Wars Legion, so we're gonna start with that quickly. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, so they were addressing out of stock. I guess what happened is they were blown away by the new players and veteran players, buying all the new expansions. So they're basically saying, hey, we realized we didn't print enough for the new releases, and we're going to have more for December. So that's basically, Legion is still very popular, especially with all the new stuff that came out and the new cards and everything like that, of which I'm still trying to get, unfortunately, because my store changed ownership and now they have to apply for a new Asmodee account. But I'm very loyal to my store because I want to support my community. So I'm just waiting because I have all this stuff, most of the stuff anyways. There's a few new expansions I don't have. Just sucks because I don't have all the updated cards. But I mean, you can print and play online. But we will eventually open that stuff in front of you guys. It'll be really late. I'll tell you that. So, Ministravaganza was packed full of awesome previews for Star Wars Legions. Let's look at everything revealed during this year's presentation. We kick off things with some of the greatest tactical minds the Empire has ever known. The Imperial High Command Unit expansion introduces 3 brand new commanders to the Galactic Empire faction, as well as a newly sculpted hard plastic Director Krennic. So you got here, you're seeing this. We're seeing Admiral Thrawn, range 1 to 2 blaster, 3 red dice, 4 melee, chess, martial arts. That makes sense. Red dice, surge to hit, 2 speed, 5 life, 3 courage, strategize, 2 cunning, direct Imperial unit, duelist, exemplar, 1 step ahead, and tactical 1. Yeah, you can see here he's got architects of their own destruction. I want you to know failure. We must wait and watch. And you can see here, divulge, permanent, choose 3 allied Imperial units. The chosen units gain reinforcements this game. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's if you divulge it. This card cannot be selected during the command phase. When an enemy unit ends its activation, you may discard this card. If you do, choose a non-suppressed, non-panicked allied unit within range 2 of the enemy unit. The chosen unit may make a free move action or attack action. So, kind of gives you a little bit there. Grand Moff Tarkin, pulling the strings, Imperial Trooper, Entourage, Darth Vader. I like this because it's funny, because it's like, oh, Palpatine never really got into ground battles. Neither did Grand Moff Tarkin. Your guys' argument for not having Palp in the game is lame. You got 1 attack dice. I guess since he's got Entourage Darth Vader, that's like, okay, bring a free Darth Vader. White dice, no surge, 2 speed, 6 and 3, melee, 1 white dice, just slaps you, you silly little. Moment of truth, fear will keep them in line. Divulge, resolve, setup effects, permanent when an allied Imperial unit is issued an order. It has demoralize 1 until the end of the round. Allied units have demoralize 1 this round. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. Imperial probe droids, which we already kind of have through other expand. Well, maybe not. Maybe we don't have Imperial probe droids. Maybe we just have like other like smaller ones, and we have the Darth Maul droids. So yeah, maybe we don't have these guys yet. So Imperial probe droids, observe 3, self-destruct 3. That's kind of cool. Detachment, specialist, disengage, infiltrate, hover, air 1. 4 hits, 1 courage, 2 white, 2 black at melee range 1. Surge to defense on white dice, speed 1. Of course, we're going to have the wheel bikes. We knew about this. That has the non-grievous wheel bikes. AI dodge, armor 1, climbing vehicle, mobile. So these are specialists. So you get 2 per specialist unit. Speed 2, but they're going to move a lot because it's such a big base. Spiked wheel, melee. If you runs overrun 2, 3 black dice. Double laser cannons, fixed front, range 1 to 2, 1 red, 1 white. It's got 3 health, but no it's got armor 1, but it's got no like actual like armor threshold. So that's interesting. Red defense dice is nice though. We got Hondo and the Weequay Pirates, so they come in a pack, so you're getting Hondo with the Weequay stuff. Mercenary for any faction. Looks like the Weequay Pirates have charge. He's got disengage, independent, dodge X. My mood is based on profit. Nimble, reliable X. Uncanny luck X. 3 black, 1 white, 3 red, 3 black. Blaster range 1 to 2 or a melee to range 1. So that's kind of cool. It's probably that damn monkey. His courage is X, which is nutty. Weequay Pirates have surge to hit. They got one white, 1 black, range 1 to 2. Vibroblade, 1 black. Swashbuckler, that's kind of self-preservation, independent aim 1. And then you got the tank. Oh, I love a good tank. Which is going to be a heavy, armor 5, 10 wounds, 6 threshold. Arsenal 2, hover ground, transport, weak point rear. It's got anti-personnel lasers, range 1 to 2, 2 white, 3 black, heavy laser cannon, range 1 to 3, 1 red, 2 black, 2 white, and those are like fixed weapons. I don't know if there's any other weapons you can add on, but it's got Arsenal 2, which is always fun. But it only goes speed 1, so it's a very slow unit. But it's long, so it gets length. It'll cross the board quick because of its length. You always got to think about that. You got the Captain Solo and Commander Skywalker on Tauntauns. That's kind of cool. That's going to be operative and commander. So Luke's, yeah, it's technically a command and an operative expansion. So you can run them as commanders on Tauntauns with lightsaber and horn, stampede, ram, relentless, and charge. They both got relentless and charge. One's got one, one's got the other. It's cool. That's gonna be a fun expansion. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. What else we got? We have the Battle Deck Card Pack 2. So, adding more, whether you're battling Hoth, Endor, or any of the planets in the galaxy, 2 new card packs. Sure, spice up your gameplay. So, new new kind of, positions and potential scenarios, and battle card deck 2, which has got new advantages. Upgrades card pack 2. It's going to give you some additional upgrades that they're adding to the game. Yeah, so, and some of them, so for different Cassian, and there's Callus, Kraken, and Rex giving you extra stuff, so that's kind of cool. So we're getting new battle pack card packs. So these are both from the same pack, and these are both from the same pack. So that kind of looks cool. Battle deck card pack 2. So 2 more packs. Jedi Council pack. So this will probably be later in the year because they're not showing my details. Looks like we're going to get a bunch of cool Jedi. We're going to get a Jedi Council pack, which is going to have Ki-Adi-Mundi, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, and that's not Shaak Ti. That's maybe this is Shaak Ti. Okay. Shaak Ti, they say right here. So that's cool. Getting some of our favorite Jedis in the future. And then we're getting a Leaders of the Separatist Alliance pack, which is going to have another Grievous, another Asajj. Looks like the same exact same Asajj. We're getting a Savage Press, so that's really cool. This guy's all right, and new Dooku. So you're only getting like 2 new things and new sculpts for him, and we've already got like too many of these. We're getting a Han and Chewie expansion. Seems like why we just did this. We're getting a Jedi Bark Speeder, which is funny because that looks like a clone. Maybe it is a Jedi, but it looks like a clone with a lightsaber. Oh, sorry. This is the Jedi Bark Speeders. So yeah, you get Obi-Wan and Anakin. And then maybe like just a generic Jedi. I don't know. Bark Speeders have never been that great. Imperial Mud Troopers. I love how they're not even painted. People talk about wet weather Stormtroopers. Guerrilla Troopers. A lot of stuff in here. Battle Forces. 212th command cards online now. Be cool to get a Rebels pack eventually. But looks like the year's going to be quite good, guys. Looks like we got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of interesting stuff here, and I think it's going to be very, very cool. This is kind of cool. I like how they use like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like gas coming off the end or something like that. But it's like, so it's not like a regular base. That's kind of cool. I like the angle for this one. So I wouldn't mind painting some more Bark Speeders. It'd be cool to have some Jedi Bark Speeders. I'm just wondering if you like, a Jedi General, which just looks like a clone. So that's kind of funny. I think this one right here is the most exciting, and maybe this one here, but we'll see. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, and this is, I'm assuming, all going to be stuff for next year, because I don't think there's any releases. They haven't been talking about. We still know they didn't really do an article about the marksman unit that came out with the latest batch of stuff, but we all knew this. And so we're probably not seeing, so this is, they didn't really tell us when we're getting it, but I'd say all this stuff is probably 2026. But until we, know some more, we're not going to really know anything, what else is going on with Legion. Like I said, they never even did a marksman, and it was supposed to come out this, like they did clone infantry, but they didn't do the marksman expansion, which is a new expansion. They didn't do a reveal for it, unfortunately, and it was supposed to come out with the General Grievous wheel bike. So there's just lots and lots of stuff. And I think there's even a new terrain expansion they didn't talk about here that I've seen on 401's pre-order site. So that's kind of something new as well we don't even know about. But let me know your thoughts about all this, about what we learned from Ministravaganza, the previews for next year's expansions, because we know they're going to be next year's expansions now. Things were delayed a little bit this year with all the stuff they were doing and with tariffs and everything like that. But let's hope that we get, it looks like we're going to get as good of a year next year as we did this year. Hopefully, spread out, so it's not a lot of dumps all at once. And hopefully we can add to our army some really new and cool units like Hondo, like the Jedi, our favorite Jedi, like the Imperial High Command. I think it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, and that you look forward to what comes next. But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.